Check. the talks.
Well, he can't do that, Peter. It's on the internet. The Chicago gay population is small, but it's powerful. It has money.
Okay, I'll talk to him. Calm down. Thank you. Thanks for listening. Thanks a lot. Calm down. This is an easy one. Thank you.
Cut to.
It was a bad prosecution. You had the wrong man, you had the wrong facts. You drove an innocent man to his grave.
Are we really using words like innocent?
What would you call Richard Jr.?
Not charged. How much?
A heart attack. He died at 50.
How much?
I think you're underestimating my resolve.
No, I just don't think I'm going to buckle to your political agenda. When did Lockhart, Gardner, and Bonham start carrying water for the Peter Flora campaign?
Oh, you're reading this wrong, Glenn.
Am I, Diane? Really? Who's running this case? But not in the front office. Who's in the boiler?
You want an itemized list?
I'll tell you who. Lucy Flora. That's good. We're not giving you a cent as long as you're running interference for the Flora campaign. Get out of my office.
We need to talk about this.
I'm busy, Mr. Gold.
I'll walk with you.
Sounds serious.
I'm about to lose $800,000 in soft money from the gay community, so yes, it is serious.
How'd that happen?
Your brother. He's a visiting professor at DePaul University.
I know. What did he do?
He said he doesn't visit much because Peter is homophobic. Why is everyone finding that so funny?
It's just Owen. He just talks.
Okay, well, he needs to talk to someone and say he was joking. Spencer Roth, a lobbyist. Hey, how are you?
Good. Papers are upstairs.
I'm on my way.
Peter's campaign.
Always a source of amusement.
Smart of you to stay out of the picture.
It's called survival.
What about the sniper lawsuit? Don't take this the wrong way. I'm sorry, that's a bad way to start a conversation. The partners discussed it, and...
They're dropping it?
No, we're going forward. We're just running into some political complications.
You want me to take a step back?
Just until we gain some traction in the negotiations.
They think this is about Peter's campaign.
Yes. Well, we are going head-to-head against his opponent. We need to tread carefully. Look, I know this is your case. I know how hard you've worked on this.
No, I get it. It's okay.
If it's a win, it's your win.
I'm fine, really.
Good, thanks.
Did they ask you to tell me?
Diane and Derek? No. I volunteered.
Mrs. Timmerman, just one question.
I'm sorry.
Just one question. Have you heard of news reports about your husband taking his aide to a clinic for an abortion?
My husband is innocent.
Okay, will you deny it, ma'am? Will you deny he got an abortion?
He didn't need to. I'm sorry, I have to go.
The newest revelation has left the congressman's staff reeling, and Lana Timmerman has found herself joining a long list of long-suffering wives.
Remember, they may hit you hard.
Where's Alicia?
She's around. Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Hello, Mr. Stevens. I'm Wendy Scott Carr for Cook County.
Hello.
Are you nervous?
Nope. As much as you'd expect.
Some of them?
No, thank you. I'll have it.
Does Miss Scott Carr have a question?
I do. Thank you. Did your dad drink, Mr. Stevens?
Did my dad? Yes, you mean alcohol? He did, but not a lot.
Don't worry, it's not a freighted question. My dad used to drink. Well, heck, anybody who grew up in Chicago probably had a dad who drank. Now, I've got to ask you, Wyatt. Actually, let me just... My mom divorced my dad when I was young, 11 years old. I love them both, but goodness, watching them fight.
Objection?
All I'm saying is, I get it. Doesn't mean that people don't love each other, that they fight. Do you believe that?
That people can love each other and fight, yes.
So, tell me about this restraining order your mom brought.
It's not like you're suggesting.
I know. Every marriage is different. But your mom went into the hospital with a cut on her cheek, and you took her in. That's okay. The human reaction is to protect our loved ones, their memories. That's good. Let's just talk.
She's killing us.
Come on, Spencer. Peter is not a homophobe.
Why do you think I'm always about the gay issues?
Because you're always about the gay issues. Like, I phoned Marcus Alden, Donnie Trent. Gay money has dried up, waiting to find out which way you'll jump.
Gay money? You have such a succinct way of putting things.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have I offended you? You've been invited to dinner with Peter and his brother-in-law to prove they passed the sniff test.
Let me show you a picture.
Spencer, I've seen your nieces.
This was in the Huffington Post last week.
What is it?
Here's your client, and here's a book he's carrying. Peace, Not Apartheid by Jimmy Carter.
You're kidding me. This isn't about straight gay, it's about Jewish Palestine?
It's not a joke, Eli.
It is a joke. You're holding on to the money because you think Peter is
Soft on Israel.
Oh my God, I'm in crazy town.
So is he?
Pro-Palestinian? No. I don't know, anybody could have read that book. Would I be working for him if he were pro-Palestinian? And he's running for state's attorney, not Secretary of State.
But you have designs on going national, don't you? You don't care about a little state's attorney race.
Look, the dinner you're invited to is to break fast for Yom Kippur.
Well, come on.
What? Do you think I would make up a lie like that?
Your Gentile friends just happen to be breaking fast.
Peter and Alicia are having me over because, as you well know, I have no life. So come on, talk to Peter. Find out how much he loves gays and Israel.
Linda.
Hey,
This is not going. This.
He put a slot in the back of the van with a rifle barrel and scope.
Do we know why?
Not yet, no priors.
But they suspect he's the real Northbrook sniper.
The police consider the Northbrook case closed, but it's the same rifle, same MO.
I just heard. You want me to run it?
Victim?
28-year-old mother of two, Lisa Rennick, shot in the head. Same as Northbrook.
Can we get a ballistics match?
I'll get on it.
No. Commander, you go. Blake, I need you on Murphy Gomez.
Hey, don't obey.
The rest of you, I need you to do everything you can.
Did you hear?
Yes.
Talk about lucky. Except for the death.
We need to double our ask.
My guess is Charles will be phoning in about an hour, trying to cut a quick deal with a gag order.
And let's double our ask.
Yes, I'm watching right now. We need to double our ask. Okay, good. I'll be in 15 minutes. Oh. Okay, well, I'm here if you need me.
I was. Yeah. And joke's over. I got chicken. This.
I've got all
This for
the
me.
pictures
This
uploaded and named them now.
is for
Thank you
Peter.
for good ones.
Cool.
Oh, come on.
It's true. Peter doesn't like me.
Yeah, but he doesn't like you because you're a jerk, not because you're gay. You have to make it right.
I like this. I want to do this more often.
Because you live in Oregon?
Oh, no. Did you hear Mom's divorcing number 3?
Yeah. I didn't like him anyway.
He had a good singing voice.
He was kind of showy. The bling.
Did Mom phone to tell?
No, she wrote.
Afraid of the Alicia stare.
The what?
You know.
I don't... When have I ever done that?
When somebody doesn't live up to your standards.
You sound like such a bitch.
Oh. Proper.
Ow!
Are you gonna leave him?
Owen, please don't.
He's two-faced.
Everyone's two-faced.
You're not?
Yes, I am.
Then you've changed.
No? Issues got more complex. And I grew up.
You've always been grown up. Remember that little speech you gave Mom and Dad?
Oh my God.
You can do this to me, but you can't do it to Ellen.
Yeah. See how well that worked? They got divorced anyway.
It's not what this is about. Not wanting to be like Mom and Dad.
Does everything have to be about something?
Yeah, I read a piece about it in the Times. You know what you need? An intervention. I'm gonna be here for 3 more days, and at the end of those 3 days, you are divorcing Peter.
Hello?
Turn on channel 2. Got a problem.
What? Why?
Who's here?
The suspect in custody, but I want to be clear about this. This is not the Northbrook sniper.
You're kidding.
He bears many of the same trademarks as Northbrook, but this sniper is a copycat. This lawsuit has put the Northbrook shootings back in the news lately, and unfortunately...
He's blaming them.
Yep. It's a whole new ballgame.
Am I angry? Yes. Wyatt Stevens was innocent. The state's attorney was grasping at straws trying to thwart our suit by insisting that this new sniper is a copycat.
So we prove he's not. For the next 48 hours, we want a full court press.
And we still need to prove the prosecution's malice in the original case against Wyatt, so we're splitting you into 2 groups.
Jim, Tom, Dave, Judy, Margie, and Al, you are focusing on proving Wyatt's innocence. The rest of you, go to malice.
We should think through the pattern.
Explain.
Police never found a pattern. The first 3 victims. We only have a 4th. Let's see if it adds up. All right, good. Get everything you can.
I'll follow pre-trial motions.
You mean on the new case?
Yeah, call Landers. Charles will want to isolate this case from the earlier 3 shootings, but he'll need to throw everything he can at him to get a conviction.
He'll be tipping his hand. Good. Go.
You think I'm your competition?
No, I don't care if I'm competition.
Well, that's good to hear, Leela. Sorry, I keep on slipping on that, don't I?
Don't forget to use condoms.
You seem to think you know something. You don't.
You're probably right. Go ahead. I'll take the next one.
Well, this is crazy, Eli, because I never read the court report.
Spencer has a picture.
Be outside your apartment carrying it.
Oh, that's probably Alicia's. I was cleaning up the bedroom. You would have seen me come out with a bag of clothes from Goodwill if you'd waited around another minute.
I know this sounds a little dumb and dumber, but I invited him over to your house for Yom Kippur.
Yom Kippur? I'm having Yom Kippur at my house.
Yes. Tomorrow.
Okay.
Carl Landers shot a woman at the mall, Your Honor. Pursuant to the public terrorism statute, bail's out of the question.
Wait a minute. The state's attorney himself said that this was my client's first time. Ergo, there is no public terrorism. They can't have it both ways.
We don't need to have it both ways. Your Honor, Mr. Landers is a flight risk.
Bail denied. Mr. Landers will be held. What else? The defense would exercise its right to speak. Would you excuse me, Your Honor?
Your Honor, I would like to point out at this time that the defense attorney is in collusion with the lawyers that are bringing the Northbrook suit.
Fascinated, Mr. Agos, but I'm not sure what I can do about it. Your Honor, in the interest of expediency, I have just noticed that the prosecution has omitted a key witness from their witness list, a Detective Mangold, who was a detective in the Northbrook killings. We would move to amend our own list to include him. So moved.
That may prove to be difficult, Your Honor.
And why is that, Mr. Agos?
We ask that we continue this in chambers, Your Honor.
It's going to become part of the public record either way, Mr. Agos. Let's go. He sustained an injury in the line of duty 4 months ago. Started taking Vicodin for the pain.
He's in rehab.
And if we can show that Mangold was hooked on violence at the time of the Wyatt investigation,
I could go to Malice. Good job. Followed him.
Can I make a suggestion?
Certainly.
You should get Alicia to help the other team. She made this case her life. She knows everything now.
Thanks. How will you and Blake get along?
Can be better.
3 shootings. Green pulse, blood cancer.
So is my spiritual life.
Next time, ask that in front of the court reporter, Matt. And we will discuss an appropriate fine. Now step back.
Put me in, coach.
You about ready to jump on in?
Yes.
Our strategy was to blame the venue on the panic. We can't blame security because they're a co-defendant.
There's someone else you can blame.
Who?
The victims. Do you have a problem with that?
You mean as a lawyer or as a person?
It's a rave. I'm sure the victims must have contributed to the panic. Jury may not love it, but they'll believe it.
Well, get on it.
You didn't get to see the gala.
Courtney, can you get Clinton for me, please?
Sure. And Mr. Goldstein.
Oh, I'll call him back later.
What's going on? Oh, nothing. It's the gala, the bar fundraiser. The partners bought 5 tables. Everyone wants to see who's invited. And Zeidler wasn't.
Zeidler from tax litigation? Why not?
Well, probably means he's been laid off. Oh, don't worry. None of the second-year associates were invited.
Oh, good. I hate that stuff. Oh, you're here. Hey, good. Problems? Yes, he wants me to carry a parasol now.
How is your work
Anything
going?
new?
Yeah.
I was on to the second item, but it
York murder case, and I asked you, let's see, quote, you presented evidence that the Chicago PD had pitted or buried evidence, is that right? And you said yes. And I asked, where did you get this information? So, can you answer that?
I can.
Please do so now.
I got the information from the original discovery. I found a page missing in the defense's Xerox.
You do know you're under oath.
I do.
Before you discovered the missing page in the discovery, did anyone else tell you about the pitted evidence?
I think I'll object to that.
Object to what?
This line of questioning.
This line of questioning is on point, Mr. Gardner. It goes to confirm or rebut Mrs. Fork's assertion that she and her husband never discussed confidential trial information.
No, but nice try.
Then let's call the judge.
Good, let's call him.
No, he'll side with me.
He probably will. He'll also allow me to haul Mr. Childs in for questioning.
Mr. Childs welcomes a full airing on this matter.
My guess is he won't welcome a full airing on a matter I have first-hand knowledge of and intend to question him about under oath.
And what matter is that?
Something that'll hurt him. A hell of a lot more than this will hurt Peter.
I wish when people threaten, they actually use words.
I'll guarantee you this, Gary. When you go back to your boss and report what we just discussed, they'll be relieved we didn't use words.
Thank you.
Hey,
Well,
I just hated how he was doing that. That's all.
We're invited to the gala tomorrow night. Would you like me not to go?
No, it'll be fun. Let's go.
I need you to talk to someone for me.
Who?
Victoria Adler.
The presiding judge?
I was made to understand you were friends.
Well, we were.
Oh? Not anymore.
She asked me to run for a judgeship. Then she asked me not to.
We believe that she's going to use her keynote speech tomorrow night to announce her candidacy.
For what?
State's attorney. So excuse the irony, but we need you to ask her not to run.
Thank you, Cook County Bar Association, for this acknowledgement, and thank you for that overwhelming introduction.
Vicky, do you have a minute?
What's that?
The reasons not to run.
Who put you up to this?
Does it matter?
It does to me.
You and I want a woman candidate, Vicky, but you're not it. Let's find someone in 4 years.
So this is true. On me?
You run, you'll set us back 10 years. They'll say it's because it's a woman, and not because I'm corrupt.
So, how does this work? I promise not to run when the stuff goes away?
Probably something like that.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
We've had our difficulties, but I am not enjoying this.
Okay. I promise not to run.
What's up?
I found him.
I know that's supposed to mean something to me.
Sorry, Rich Salazar. He was with the arena maintenance. He helped move the stage to the center of the arena, exposing these. Security was supposed to have covered them with plywood, but they thought nobody would come through that door.
And that's what tripped people.
Yep. Afterwards, client security covered them. Before the cops got there.
Security covered them. And he will testify to that.
He will.
Oh. What? The joint defense agreement. I've got to get Crozier to approve before putting him on the stand, and she won't approve because we'll make her client look guilty.
Wait a minute. You don't need Crozier's approval. You need your club counsel's approval.
Yeah, but... Mr. Balin, how are you doing? This is Glenda Sharma. She's here to witness your approval of my adding a new witness. Rich Salazar, he was a custodian at the arena. Do you approve, sir? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Balin. And have a good recovery. Mr. Rich Salazar?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was not informed of this witness. Who is he?
He was with arena maintenance and will testify to certain acts by the security team.
What's going on?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. We have a joint defense agreement. We both need to approve of this witness, and I didn't. I don't
know. My joint defense agreement is with Mr. Balin, and he consented in your stead. Here's the affidavit.
This all looks in order, Miss Crozier. Anything else?
No, not at the moment. Thank you, Your Honor.
What's the word over there?
Praise the struggling worker. The sounds of their trucks. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Ahua, the horn. God bless the horn. Praise the sound of the founder. Ka-choo, ka-choo.
Why are you so nervous? I'm not nervous.
You want me to discuss Darby's free agency again?
No, that turns me on.
Who's that?
One of those two guys is going to be the next state's attorney.
Really? We seem like friends.
Yep. Politics.
I hate politics.
Love that about you.
Hate politics. Praise the child digging in the sand, singing her song. I am a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle.
Word salad.
Really up front, aren't we?
Someone commissioned some background word salad.
Me too. Go on, close.
Oh, sorry, this is Tamara.
Tammy.
Hi, Alicia. Need some money.
Did you get the verdict?
We did.
And?
$3 million.
Ouch.
We pay $2. The co-defendant pays the rest.
$2 million?
No. $2.
You're kidding.
The price of the filer.
Lawyers. I don't get lawyers. They seem to always want to trick people.
Tomorrow's a reporter.
Sporting news. We sit and wait for a bus. Hush, hush. Here it comes. Here it comes. Thank you, guys. And welcome.
You are?
Yes.
What happened here?
Big verdict.
Good verdict?
Yes.
Let's celebrate.
Decades, she is without a doubt my mentor. Victoria?
We're happy.
Yep. Took the third candidate out of the race.
Thank you, Cook County Bar Association, for this acknowledgement, and thank you, Diane, for that overwhelming introduction. I know you share this sentiment that women have far too long found themselves the afterthought in Chicago jurisprudence. Always we hear the same thing. 4 more years. 4 more years. But it is not the 4 more years of re-election. It is the 4 more years of just wait. Then it will be your turn. And so tonight, I'm pleased to announce a new candidate in the race for state's attorney. I mean no disrespect to the 2 other current candidates, both here and both capable. But every now and then, you need a woman to clean house. And that woman is Wendy Scott Cobb. Time to clean house.
She was in the deposition. She leaked it.
Thank you so much. My mother and my grandmother were house cleaners, so I guess I can continue the tradition.
Who's Wendy Scott Carr?
Previously on предыдущей серии.
Тебе перейдет лишь.
Previously on the Good Wife.
I guess you're putting in a lot of hours with Will.
You're right. I don't have a plan. Let's just drop this.
You told me to drop it. Anything said in voicemail doesn't count.
Tonight, I would like to announce a new candidate for state's attorney, Wendy Scott Cobb.
Thank you so much. I don't want to take up a lot of your time. I could say that I was running because of some grand ideals, but it's really, it's about a fountain. I have 2 daughters, and there was this fountain near the courthouse that I used to love, so I took them to see it, and it wasn't running.
Who's Wendy Scott Carr?
So I went to meet
No, I
them.
know that. What else?
But they said that the contractor had an exclusive deal with Ultimate, and he told me that
We need to check our endorsements.
Bullshit.
It's no action hero, no level. Her granddad was at summer.
How do we get the fountain working again? Thank you.
The chicken's over there. Come on, let's still drop that quad.
And now, as dinner is served, Steppenwolf Theater will entertain us with scenes from their hit play, The Cow with No Country.
Big pointer.
Dark Rose?
Pulls up A.
Moo cow, come back! You're the best moo cow in the whole world! And I love you! You're not just a cow. You're my best friend, moo cow.
Stop.
So how do you know Will?
My sister, she used to date him.
Really?
Okay.
Broke her heart, it was devastating.
We don't really need to go there.
Yeah, we have to go there.
She took 20 aspirin, we had to get her stomach pumped.
She's making this up.
Will came home from college and told her it was over. He'd fallen in love with somebody else.
So you're here for revenge?
Nope, my sister's avenging angel.
Why don't you date him and break his heart?
I'll toy with him first. Make him think his jokes are funny.
My joke's not funny.
Please don't take Moo cow to the front lines. Please! I'll find you, Moo. I'll enlist and I'll find you.
Sorry to interrupt. What is it? There's someone at the office who needs to speak to you. Your phone was off.
Who, Clint?
No, she says she was just sexually assaulted.
Did she go to the police?
Yes, they refused to prosecute.
Did she have a rape kit administered?
No, it's not. It's inappropriate contact.
Okay, so take her name and number and I'll phone her tomorrow.
Actually, I really think you want to go talk to her now.
Why?
Because of the person she sent in.
Can you believe it? Enough. Excuse me, I'm gonna run across the street for a minute.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yes, can you just let Peter know I'll be right back?
I've been wondering for weeks. My ears, I can't hear. Where are you, Mookel? Are you there? Are you there?
Hello, Miss White, is it?
Yes. Hi. Wow, it is you, isn't it? They said that you worked here.
Yes. So I've been filled in on your issue, and I just want to make sure. Actually, could you tell me where this assault took place?
In his hotel room.
Oh, you were visiting him?
Yes. No. The hotel sent me. I'm a LMT.
Oh.
A licensed massage therapist. I was giving him a massage. Okay, I know that this sounds nuts. I like him. I do. I mean, what he does in Africa on account of women. And then he does this.
And you want to bring charges?
Yeah. I went to the police, and they, I guess I sounded nuts, so I came here. Because of you.
What hotel was this at?
The Foreland?
And do you happen to remember what room number?
906. Though I think he had 2 rooms.
Miss White, you do know that all we can do is bring suit. We're lawyers, we're not the police.
But at least I don't feel crazy here.
When did this assault take place?
I got to his room at 1. The session is an hour. I have the time on the bill, if that helps.
Can I see it?
Yes, of course.
And what happened over here?
He did that.
$650? That's how much a massage costs?
For a VIP, yes.
And is that a big tip?
Yeah. Very big.
Can you excuse me for a moment?
He's not there. There's a Mr. Harbor in room 906.
Okay, thanks. I'm kind of relieved. It was going to be a long night.
Yeah. I can deal with it.
Okay. Okay, Miss White. Thank you so much for coming in, but we don't handle cases like this.
I'm sorry, what happened?
No, nothing. It's just we have to be cautious about what kind of cases we take.
He got to you, didn't he?
No, but thank you for coming in.
He's not under his own name. At the hotel, he's under an alias. Like a movie star?
What name?
Mr. Harper.
Joe Kent?
Yes, he's under an assumed name at the Foreland.
I didn't even know he was in town.
He's speaking it now, Mom.
The state's attorney isn't prosecuting.
That's what she says. I'm still trying to find out why.
I don't believe it. He is being awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his work with women. He's one of the most respected Americans in the world.
So what do we do?
You're talking about Al Gore.
She seems calmer than I would expect. But this tip she got, it's just...
Okay, why don't Derek and I go talk to her? Just a few quick questions. We'll be right back.
No, I'm fine. Lockhart Gardner, yes.
Second item listed?
I already said 11.
Wow.
Do you have someplace to go?
No. Well, I mean, yes, but later. Someone at the police station phoned these creeps. Carton and Green, do you know them?
The law firm. Yes?
We take this and we're wrong, we lose half our client list.
We take this and we're right, and it's big. Financially big.
Is she alright?
Yes. Carton and Green phoned her. They want her if we don't.
Tread lightly, gentlemen.
She's meeting them at 11.
11 tomorrow?
No, tonight.
I'll get Clinton.
Get Blake.
Great. 4 hours to decide if we sue the most beloved Democrat in America.
To be honest, I don't think of myself as the African-American candidate or as the woman candidate.
The question is what the Democratic Committee will think of you.
My guess is they'll think of me as a loose cannon. I just stood up there and said they were part of the problem.
Hello, yeah. Mr. Jordan, this is Mr. Florix, campaign manager.
Yes, I know Mr. Gold. We've never met.
Well, Peter would love to say hello.
I'd love that too. After dessert?
Perfect. And Peter will see you for lunch tomorrow, Mr. Jordan. Or is that this week? Yes, it's this week. My office called to confirm. I'll give him a call.
We got endorsement.
All right, you ready to jump in?
Jordan might be back. This is the attorney-client retainer agreement. When you sign that, we're your lawyers. Everything you say is privileged and cannot be used in court. But up to that point, up to the point you sign this form, we can be subpoenaed. So, in order to protect you, we're not going to take any notes. Okay?
Okay.
Will you make me a grilled cheese sandwich first?
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm there. You gonna tell me what the big secret is now?
Miss Seuss, the one I think you're representing, she said she was assaulted by Joe Kent.
The Joe Kent?
Yes. So we're trying to make a quick deal on this. But as you can imagine, it's sensitive.
Yeah, accusing the Nobel Peace Prize winner of sexual assault. I'd say so.
I'm questioning the masseuse now. See what you can find out on Kent, okay? We're 906.
You want anything?
Anything that'll expedite a settlement.
Got it. Operator, can I have housekeeping? Yeah, I'm in room 906. My trash can is pretty full. Could you send someone up, please?
What do you need?
Something now Colinda's on it.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Blake?
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to look into someone for me, if you're free.
I'm free.
Laura White.
What do you want to know?
If she's lying, if she's trying to make a quick buck, if she's trying to embarrass Mr. Kent, any ties to the Republican Party.
Okay.
It needs to happen fast. We have until 11. Here's my cell. Phone me and only me. Whatever you get. If you're okay with that.
Okay.
And if you ever need anything like this in the future and it's not Kurt, don't hesitate to call.
He asked me to pay special attention to his adductor.
And that's...
The inside thigh. Here.
And that is restricted?
Swell usually means that a customer wants inappropriate contact.
sexual contact.
Yes. And I was like, I don't do that, but I can massage the hamstring and the quadriceps. Well, that made him pretty vexed. So I was like, I can send it to somebody else.
And then what happened?
Well, then I went into the bathroom to wash my hands, and that's when I saw him behind me.
In the bathroom.
And he was, you know, he had a robe, but his penis was exposed.
He was erect?
Yes. And he was like, I paid for more, and I went, no sir, Mr. Kent, you paid for exactly that amount. So then he was like, could you help me with something in the bedroom? His hamstring.
And why didn't you leave then?
On account of I only make money if the hotel wants me back, so I need to keep the VIP customers happy.
From what you're saying, it doesn't seem like there was any way to make Mr. Kent happy.
And my table was still in the bedroom, so I needed to get it. So he took me in there, and he was struggling with this remote control. He wanted to know how to work it. I guess you could play video games, and he wanted to know how to play Hedgehog. And that's when he threw me on the bed. He was on top of me. He was grabbing me. He pinched my breasts, and he stuck his finger between my legs.
And you stopped?
No. After about a minute, the phone rang, and he was... I guess it was his wife, because he just jumped fast. So he grabbed this towel, and he, you know...
I'm sorry. Did he do that on you or him?
Him. So anyway, I just grabbed my table, and I ran out of there.
Miss White, don't take this the wrong way, but given that this happened 5 hours ago, you seem remarkably calm.
I'm not sure how I was supposed to take that the right way.
Take it as the first of a long line of hard questions.
Would it make a difference if I was crying?
You were sexually assaulted. Wouldn't that make sense?
When I was kicked out of college, I cried for an hour, then I stopped, and I never cried again.
Sexual contact.
Yes.
You can be subpoenaed. So, in order to protect you, we're not going to take any notes. Okay?
Okay.
Where are you?
I'm there. You gonna tell me what the big secret is now?
The masseuse. The one we think we're representing. She said she was assaulted by Joe Kent.
The Joe Kent?
Yes. So we're trying to make a quick deal on this. But as you can imagine, it's sensitive.
Yeah, accusing the Nobel Peace Prize winner of sexual assault. I'd say so.
I'm questioning the masseuse now and see what you can find out on Kent, okay? Room 906.
You want anything?
Anything that'll explode a settlement.
Got it. Operator, can I have housekeeping? Yeah, I'm in room 906. My trash can is pretty full. Could you send someone up, please?
What do you need?
I think the alkaline was off.
You sure?
Sure.
Blake?
Yes, ma'am.
I need you to look into someone for me, if you're free.
I am free.
Laura White.
What do you want to know?
If she's lying, if she's trying to make a quick buck, if she's trying to embarrass Mr. Kent, any ties to the Republican Party.
Okay.
It needs to happen fast. We have until 11. Here's my cell. Phone me and only me. Whatever you get. If you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that. And if you ever need anything like this in the future, Miss Lockhart, don't hesitate to call.
He asked me to pay special attention to his abductor.
And that's...
The inside thigh. Here.
And that is restricted?
Well, it usually means that a customer wants inappropriate contact.
Sexual contact.
Yes. And I was like, I don't do that, but I can massage the hamstring and the quadriceps. Well, that made him pretty vexed. So I was like, I can send up somebody else.
And then what happened?
Well, then I went into the bathroom to wash my hands, and that's when I saw him behind me.
In the bathroom.
Yes. And he was, you know, he had a robe, but his penis was exposed.
He was erect?
Yes. And he was like, I paid for more, and I went, no sir, Mr. Kent, you paid for exactly that amount. So then he was like, could you help me with something in the bedroom? His hamstring.
And why didn't you leave then?
On account of, I only only make money if the hotel wants me back, so I need to keep the VIP customers happy.
From what you're saying, it doesn't seem like there was any way to make Mr. Kent happy.
But my table was still in the bedroom, so I needed to get it. So he took me in there, and he was struggling with this remote control. He wanted to know how to work it. I guess you could play video games, and he wanted to know how to play Hedgehog. And that's when he threw me on the bed. He was on top of me. He was grabbing me. He pinched my breasts, and he stuck his finger between my legs.
And you stopped it?
No. After about a minute, the phone rang, and he was... I guess it was his wife, because he just jumped. So he grabbed his towel, and he, you know...
I'm sorry. Did he do that on you or him?
Him. So anyway, I just grabbed my table and I ran out of there.
Miss White, don't take this the wrong way, but given that this happened 5 hours ago, you seem remarkably calm.
I'm not sure how I'm supposed to take that the right way.
Take it as the first of a long line of hard questions.
Would it make a difference if I was crying?
You were sexually assaulted. Wouldn't that make sense?
When I was kicked out of college, I cried for an hour, then I stopped and I never cried again. That's who I am. But if it helps, I wish this had happened to somebody who cried a lot.
Seriously, Hedgehog? The winner of the Nobel Peace Prize wants to play Hedgehog?
It's a hotel room. He's away from home. It's an oasis from life.
This is a man who spent 2 years in Bhutan to see firsthand how women were
He
treated.
likes video games. Great men like video games.
You think she's lying?
I think there is a wealth of detail of her entering the room and the massage itself, but when she talks about the assault, it becomes variable. The massage table is by the door, then it's in the bedroom. She follows him into the bedroom. It's about the hamstring. No, it's about the remote. I mean, if we take this case, she'll get better at it because we'll make her better at it. We'll point out her inconsistency so she'll make things more consistent. But what we're hearing right now is the unvarnished story. And I believe that was a massage, but I don't believe that was an assault.
And why would she do it? Money?
Yes, and dirty tricks. I think some people would like to see Joe Kent brought low.
Come on, Diane, do you know how hypocritical this is? Last year, I didn't believe what's her name, the rape victim, for the same reason. She kept changing her story, and you said shock does that to a woman. So which is it?
That was Kalinda. She found lipstick on a champagne glass. You drank champagne?
When I was in the bedroom, he shoved it at me, and I thought if I just pretended to drink, he would be fine and let me go.
Was he holding you?
No. He was in the doorway. You know, he was blocking it.
You said the massage table was in the living room and the bedroom. Do you remember which it was, actually?
Well, at that point, it was probably in the bedroom. When I went to wash up, I took it with me.
So the bathroom was adjoining the bedroom?
Yes. Why?
Well, when you were discussing it before, it sounded like it was adjoining the living room.
Well, yeah, there were 2 bathrooms. It was a big suite, and when I went to wash up the first time...
Before the massage?
Right. I washed up in the living room bathroom, but then after the massage, I washed my hands in the bedroom bathroom.
Why?
Why did I use the other bathroom? I don't know. I did.
job. She was checking Joe Kent's website on the exact same day she accuses him. Okay, see what you can get at the hotel.
I found the phone in your purse.
Oh, good. I thought I lost it.
If you need it, I can run it over to you. No, don't worry. Eli and I are working the room. Okay. Well, good luck. Bye.
Can I have yours too?
Sure. Good metabolism, huh?
No, 10-mile run every morning. Some of the worst music I've ever heard.
So, you and Will, huh?
Yep, me and Will. I don't know, actually. He's got issues.
Yeah, everybody's got issues.
No, not him. That's what I was used to like about him. He was fun, a real man. Now he's gone, I wish he.
Why?
He's in love.
With you?
Not me. You think people can change who they're in love with?
Sure. People fall out of love all the time. And then they fall in love with somebody else.
Like a change of address?
She was surfing his website. She was checking out Kent for America.
Yes, and she explained that. After the massage, she went home and checked it out. That makes sense.
I think we should cut her loose.
You don't believe her?
Worry about how much she needs to explain. At a certain point, credulity has been stretched too far.
Is this a mistake?
It's a process, Laura. We have to go through it.
Yeah. My friends will be like, what are you doing? He's helping women. Suck it up. I thought you were on our side. It would make a difference if I had evidence, wouldn't it?
Well, it's difficult without it.
I still have to decide whether I want to do this.
I know.
No, I mean, I'm going to show you something, but I still have to decide whether I want to pursue this. The towel that he used afterwards. That's the one.
This is unseemly.
Take weeks to get DNA testing.
Even if we got a match, it still doesn't necessarily support her story. That could have come from an uncontrolled emission from the massage.
We are the drugs of society.
Okay, we get it, Diane. You don't think he did it?
No, that's not getting it, Will. Believing in something bigger than yourself.
If she was molested by Joe Kent, then Joe Kent should pay.
That's not how it works. And you know it. He pays for it either way. He's innocent, he pays for it. She's lying, he pays for it. The 24-hour news cycle guarantees that.
I think it's time we approach Mr. Kent. His best case scenario, this goes away quietly. So, we try and settle now.
Shake him down.
No. Settle before trial. It's what we do every day. It's what you do every day. Look, I'll go. I know Mr. Kent's lawyer through a friend.
Yeah, anything?
She's behind on her cable, her phone bills, her credit cards. She needs the money.
Anything else?
Roommate also works as a masseuse at the Portland.
The hotel staff is suggesting that both of them do a bit more than just massage.
So I'm there now, and I'll find out how much more.
More as in sexual release?
That would be my guess.
But we don't want that.
Well, we want the truth, but that's not the preferable truth.
Right, the preferable truth.
Does that nothing happen at all?
But you still want to hear whatever I find out.
Yes.
It's appealing. Running together, Peter. I respected you from afar.
Well, you know that the state's attorney sets the goals for the department, but that it's the deputy that runs it, so that would be quite a step up from being
I'm
alone.
only a staff lawyer.
It's alright, that's what I am. Like I tell my daughters, I'm too big for my britches. And there's all that, patronage Mr. Gold offered. I think I don't have that many friends in Illinois.
Well, in my experience, friendship follows patronage.
The thing is, Peter, I can't. My whole reason for running is to stop this legacy control of the state's attorney's office. And that's no reflection on you, Peter. I just want to be able to look my daughters in the face.
Because it's all about the fountain, right?
It was so nice meeting you.
And it'll be fun doing battle.
Can't wait.
You know, the one thing I hate more than a backroom deal in life is a failed backroom deal.
Alright, so what are you getting done? For what purpose are you chopping
Of
trees?
course, we'd love for this to go away. The last thing we want to do is accuse your client and leave and there's no better fire escape. We haven't tested the towel yet for pre-seminal fluid, so this is a very...
Cart rope tool would be the most beneficial. Getting a campfire going wouldn't be terrible. There are crude tools and one full hatchet if your alts need that for anything.
Right. I am getting familiar with what's nearby.
Right now, there's mostly a lot of trash. So first things first, can you start a fire?
Yes.
Thank you. That's Tabitha learning to dig.
Yes.
Okay. With a crude shovel, obviously, because we don't have any non-crude ones.
There's fire.
And all the irons in it?
On that note.
all my crude tools are gone.
Oh, I moved them to just a different location here. Simply because
Fire's probably gone out. I think I'm going to go dig for a while, or actually mine more specifically for a while. Yes? I'm also making lots and lots of plans.
Oh, good.
Very good moment to settle this.
Settle what?
Our suit. So what do you think?
Oh, I think we can settle this. Right now, just pull down your pants and touch your toes.
We'll make us take this public.
Oh yeah, hey, let's take it public together. Right now, the Tribune's around the corner.
Here's my card. Phone us by 11.
What you have, Mr. Gardner, is a little bitch. A little cheerleading bitch who's tired of turning tricks under the bleachers and wants to accuse Joe Kent. Joe Kent. Say the words to yourself. Who comes out of that fight?
This is legal malpractice, buddy.
Go to hell, you stupid son of a bitch. You two-bit, shape-down, leg breaker. You come to me with this scam, this 2 encyclopedias for 1 scam, and you expect me to, roll over? This isn't BP. Joe Kent is a great man. I'm a bastard. That's why he hired me. You don't deal with him, you deal with me. You come to the back door, you stupid, number-running...
You're both probably going to get this part.
You can take that as a no.
That was mature.
Really? I mean to never get you angry. So we get Laura to sign the retainer and we go to the press.
Think he was bluffing?
I don't think it matters. We have to move forward.
Why? His methods aside, he's not wrong. We go to the press, we're suddenly the ambulance chasers of the loop.
You're thinking about backing up.
Thinking something doesn't feel right here. He's not showing fear.
It's a tactic.
Well, it's real. We jump and we're wrong, we make ourselves a story. How's that for a pretty picture? Diane and I are finally on the same side of something.
Alicia, have Kalinda check into other hotels where Ken stayed. You did it once, you did it other times.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I'll say black so you can say white, okay?
I want to know the truth.
Good. Good. We have 2 more hours. Let's use them.
He wants to endorse Peter?
Yes, I know Mr. Kent hasn't endorsed anyone in years, but he likes Peter's personal story. He wants to endorse him.
When can we announce?
Well, he has to travel to Stockholm later this week, but maybe next week.
Great. Peter will be... He loves Mr. Kent.
So there's one more thing. Mr. Kent has a thorn in his side.
Okay.
I know your law firm is Lockhart, Gardner, and Bond, and Mr. Florrick's wife's a key player there?
She's a second-year associate.
Yeah, but the word is Lockhart Gardner's Peter's firm. We need them to back off your case.
Is this too hard?
No. No, it's fine. Last time I was here, I had, Laura.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I, took care of that extra last time before. A bit extra. Something wrong?
This is a VIP treatment, so the hotel frowns upon something extra.
And Laura?
Laura goes her own way. I mean, she shouldn't do it, but I could give her your number. Sometimes Laura does full body massages outside of work. She's jealous. That's why she said it.
But she's your roommate.
Yes, but she's at LMT too. And there's only so many of these VIP jobs. They pay a lot. And everybody's fighting for whatever they can get. Sabrina too.
But she was saying it to a customer who wanted a sexual massage.
Yeah?
So it seems she was saying something good about you, something the customer wanted to hear.
No, you don't get it. LMTs call them one-handed masseuses. It hurts their reputations in the big hotels, and that's where the money is. If I'm known for sexual massages, I won't get the big jobs.
Hey, I just wanted to say, look, you're right. I don't have time.
Okay, this is strange. I don't even know where this came from, but you ready? Joe Kent wants to endorse you.
Joe Kent?
Yeah. The
Joe Kent?
Yes. His lawyer just came up to me.
What's the catch?
The catch? There is no catch. The catch is you say thank you.
You lie.
Look, nothing that will sully you. They just want me to talk to my law firm about them dropping a suit. I'm working on it, don't worry.
What's the suit?
It's just a nuisance suit against Kent, a sexual harassment suit. Don't worry.
Okay, let's talk to him.
Who, Kent?
No, his lawyer. This time I want to be sure about the backroom deal.
They're investigating me, aren't they?
Yes, I think so.
So this is the way it'll be. If I go through with this, reporters will be looking at me, not him.
Yes, probably.
Why?
Because they think they know him and they don't know you.
Yeah. That's what he said at the state's attorney office.
Who?
The guy who sent me to you? Carrie.
Carrie Agos?
Yeah. He was the one who questioned me and gave me your card. He said you'd be sympathetic.
Peter.
Hello, Mr. Floric. Luke Hobson. I'm glad you're open to this. I'm sure I don't need to tell you an endorsement from Mr. Kent, especially on heels of his trip to Stockholm, would be massive.
So all I have to do is get my wife to drop the case?
Yeah, that's the deal. This sexual assault is bogus. You'd be doing everybody a favor.
And when the plaintiff goes to another firm?
She has an 11 p.m. meeting with Clarkton and Broom. It's a form in the family. I have an agreement with them to bury it.
You know what? It's nice talking to you.
What can I tell Mr. Kent?
You can tell that I hope my wife lives in an apartment. I think she will because she's a good lawyer. Either way, I know she'll do the right thing. But it was very nice meeting you.
Let's discuss this.
Uh-oh. So the guy did it. Otherwise, why would he have his minion trying to suppress it?
Now, I know he's got another girl here right now. So I asked for a review of the plea. Okay? Everyone, this is going to be great. Well, hello?
Carrie? You sent us a client, didn't you?
I did. Derek Bond. Oh, that's right. You guys have been going through some mergers over there. Carrie Agos.
I seem to have just missed your time.
So what's up with Laura White?
What's up? She said she was assaulted.
And yet state's attorney booted the case and you sent her right to us.
Right. I suggested she pursue a civil path.
Why?
Because I think Laura was assaulted by Joe Kent. And I think Mr. Childs made a mistake booting the case, and I think I wanted justice done.
And you're just gonna
Wait, are you
help us
kidding?
out?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
What makes you think Mr. Kent did it?
History. Get Glenda on it.
She is.
Good, get her to look up previous assaults.
And what might she find?
Meredith Borden, eh? Take the case. It's a good one.
Really?
What do you think?
I think he still wants to hurt us.
Right?
I'll catch up.
Now everything this kid does is under suspect for the show. It's just setting it up for himself, maybe.
Lots of twists. But again, in issues of this nature, it might be a double up.
Right.
Since it's a popular person, if they did something truly wrong, he could double up by doing the right thing at the expense of his former employer.
I like you. I don't like it when you're serious.
I know.
I'll stay with you as long as it's fun. As soon as you fall in love with me, it's over, okay?
Okay.
You can do that again.
Good times in the bed, standing there by
Peter. Peter. He did it. I don't believe it. He sent me an email. He endorsed you. Who? Kent. He must have overruled his lawyer or something, but he endorsed you. You know what a Kent endorsement means? It means women. It means African American women, Caucasian women. And 1 + 2 takes care of the Amber Madison problem. Oh, God. What?
He's tying himself to us. Kent. He's tying our fates together. Right now, I'm being endorsed by a secular saint. But if the suit goes through, I'm being endorsed by a sexual deviant.
Right. He's forcing you to call Alicia off.
Kent was speaking at UC Santa Cruz. He stayed at the Scotts Valley Lodge. He requested a VIP massage and apparently asked the masseuse, Meredith Borden,
no idea
for some sexual
themselves
contact.
is even aware of all this lawyer
Trust
work.
this information.
I spoke to the
Or if
masseuse
it's just
herself.
the lawyer.
She had complained to management, but when they didn't do anything about it, she dropped her. Statute of limitations have since passed, so can't bring suit.
Will she testify?
She's fragile, but I'm working on it.
What's going on?
There's another masseuse. The same thing.
Hold on.
I'll go talk to Laura. No? I will.
Ms. Lockhart, there's a call for you.
Ask if I can call back.
No, it's Miss Kent. Joe Kent's wife.
Now
Hello, Mrs. Kent?
Yes.
It is? Is everything all right?
I don't know. I wanted to talk to you about this suit.
Okay.
I want to ask you to come.
Mrs. Kent, I'm sorry, but it's a bit unorthodox.
I just wanted to mention Joe's work and how important it is. Do you know about it, Diane?
I do.
I hope you do, Diane. Work requires money. And this isn't just work. This is essential. Women are dying there. Thousands of women. This is not just a wife pleading for her husband, Diane. Joe can survive embarrassment. This suit will destroy our efforts in Africa.
Mrs. Kent, I'm sorry. I respect you mightily. I respect your husband, but I can't let this sway me.
Why not? This woman. What is she? Who is she?
Did your husband do it, ma'am? Mrs. Kent?
My husband harms people. My husband has made his life his cause. Does it matter? Does it matter if he did it?
Doesn't it matter to you?
No, I can say that with a clear conscience. The world needs my husband. It doesn't matter to me.
Thank you, Mrs. Kent.
Diane, don't do this, please. It's wrong.
Goodbye.
I'll be right back.
Act good, huh?
The goal is not to have heroes.
Really? Thought the goal was to die with the most money.
It's almost 11. Where are we?
Diane doesn't have heroes anymore. And the firm is going to be trounced tomorrow for dragging a saint into the gutter.
You can tell Lara we're taking her case.
Good. Thanks. So, Carpton and Green? No. Heading home. We tried to do too much in one night, Laura. Get some sleep. You give me a call in the morning.
No. I'm done.
We found another masseuse who molested.
She didn't bring charges.
No, same thing happened to her. She was giving him a massage and he attacked her.
Why didn't she bring charges?
She was afraid. And 4 years later, this happens to you? We've only been looking into this a few hours, so there could be more women.
Then they need to do this. Because I can't.
Laura, please just call me tomorrow.
Everything you went through, all the press, all the people talking about you, was it hard?
Yes.
And it goes on?
Yes.
They'll look into me. The reporters and everyone, and they'll find stuff. Because there is stuff. My parents, my sister. People really don't want to believe this about him. I don't want to believe this about him. So I just won't. Thanks.
Next up, please.
Артур Гибсон, 52 года. Работал менеджером по продаже.
Arthur Gibson, 52. Worked as a sales manager for an industrial machinery manufacturer.
Married?
No divorce.
Next. We need someone at our table.
Deborah Barber, 38.
Next.
Why?
Not sympathetic enough.
Really? Is there a weight limit on sympathy? Maureen Fenton, housewife, divorced and remarried. One daughter, 18.
How'd she do it?
Handgun. Killed her husband and herself.
What's the daughter look like? She signed under the class action?
One of the first.
How's she doing the stand?
Good.
And that's her test case. Make sure she wears the cross.
I thought Mr. Yates was doing it.
We thought so too, but he got cold feet. We know this is very last minute, Caitlin, but we think MRG Pharmaceuticals is ready to settle. We just need a strong test case to motivate them.
If I lose, the others can't sue, right?
Well, they can sue, but it will be harder.
But I'll have to be on the stand.
It's a good case, Caitlin, really good. And we need to make sure They never make an antidepressant like that, Kim.
Sometimes I wonder if God forgives her. These nightmares of Mom not in heaven.
Your mom didn't do this, Caitlin. The pills did. You need to remember that.
Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's
Of course, she has perfect pitch. And this is bad, Hal. It's at the end.
She gives 10% to her church. She works at a food kitchen once a month, and she volunteers at her kids' school.
Private school?
No, public. She lives frugally, quietly. There were no complaints from neighbors, staff, or coworkers.
So she's a saint?
For Chicago or the world?
There are no saints. The smaller the sin, the larger you have to make the magnifying glass.
There. That's her husband.
Yeah, he's white, we know. This is not the South.
With some issues, everywhere's the South.
I'll think about it.
She's good. No paper trail. Keeps her distance from the machine. No money I could find. Nothing to get a foothold.
The staff wants me to go after the miscegenation boat. Her white husband?
Oh, yeah. In some neighborhoods that works. I could work up some flyers.
What else?
I'm looking into some clinic visits. There might be an abortion.
What?
Why'd she film it?
No, we're still checking it out. I am in a meeting. You're not going to like this. I was tracking a Q&A that Wendy did up at Albany Park. You know, getting some shots of people waiting. Trying to put together an idiot supporter montage.
She just makes a lot of sense. You know, it's different. With Obama now, politics is cool again.
No. What's the case?
No case. It's the folder I stole from your car.
Ah, yeah. After you trashed it. So you found out on there?
So? You take the long notes.
Hey, do you know what ILEGAL is? It's the Illinois Lesbian and Gay Law Association. They just rated Chicago law firms on their diversity in hiring gays and lesbians and transgenders and whatever. Anyway, Lockhart, Gardner, and Bond did not do well. Even though I know for a fact that we have gay associates who just aren't acknowledging that they're gay. Now, in this day and age, why would someone not be upfront about their sexual orientation?
Are you coming out?
You know the theory that I work under?
No.
Be the
It's better
biggest
not
douche
to
possible at
keep
every
secrets.
possible moment.
Then people don't go looking.
Hi, it's me. Yeah. We need to talk.
No, I agree. That's fantastic. Okay. MRG Pharmaceuticals just fired their team this weekend. Alicia! But they're jury consultants? They're everything. Our opponents just fired their lawyers. They're going with a firm from New York. They're scrambling. Who'd they get? We don't know yet. We're trying to find out. It's probably Bernstein and Myers. They won an asbestos suit last year. Bring them on. They'll look like an army against us. We'll have 3 women at the plaintiff's table. They'll have a half a dozen out-of-towners. It'll be David and Goliath writ large. So I want you to handle voir dire. Yes. Are you ready? I am, yes. Oh, Diane, that's your jury consultant. Don't worry. If they're bringing in New York, we need to play up our recognizability in Chicago. The New Yorkers will object, but let them. They'll look like killjoys. Diane, I just need a minute. And a cup of coffee. Okay, don't be late. Hey, it'll be good.
At some point here we need to go get Clay.
Not to put too much pressure on you.
I'm working on the cart, but I haven't been doing carpentry, so.
Can I have a regular coffee, please?
Thank you.
Campfires really shouldn't go.
Oh, thank you.
Rock shards really shouldn't go in campfires.
What? My bus pass. I must have dropped it. I can keep my ID with it. I must have dropped it by the coffee cart. Would you mind?
Yeah, sure. By the coffee cart.
Yeah, I mean, I was by the bench for a minute, but I think it's by the coffee cart. Thank you so much.
What are we waiting on, Miss Lockhart?
My co-counsel is just outside, Your Honor. She is handling voir dire, and she should be here any moment.
Is the defense ready for voir dire?
Certainly, Your Honor.
Then let's go. Mr. Cannon.
Did you keep track of those sharp needles?
First of all, I want to thank you for your service. And I probably need to explain a few things.
No, I mean in real life.
Sorry. There was...
Where was Flork?
No, there was needles in the garage. I'm not sure where they got off to.
Now, before I ask you just a few questions, I think I probably owe you an explanation. I suffer from a condition, tardive dyskinesia, which is really, it's a funny word for a neurological disorder, and it makes me do this, and this, and but if you just look at me long enough, you get used to it. So, feel free to look, and I don't mind. Now, the good news is, these pills, I take these every few hours, and they don't make the symptoms disappear completely, but they do diminish.
Objection!
Approach the bench.
Your Honor, defense counsel is using voir dire to argue his case.
You have to explain that to me.
This whole case hinges on a drug. Whether, in fact, an antidepressant drug your client manufactured made people want to kill themselves.
I'm simply trying to make sure that my symptoms won't be a distraction. Part of my voir dire is to determine who will have a problem with my condition and who will not.
Makes sense to me, Mrs. Fleur. Overruled.
As I was saying, I don't want my symptoms to be a distraction, but I have to tell you that they do intensify when I become perplexed, and I'm really transparent that way. So, for example, I don't want to be distracted when my opponents are questioning.
Objection!
So, are we going to have a trial at some point?
Your Honor, Mr. Canning is trying yet again to taint this jury.
I was helping you this time. I just don't want my rumors to be a distraction.
No, sir. You're guaranteeing that the jury will be watching you throughout our testimony to see how you react.
My God, the cynicism here is breathtaking. It's not maybe you have a problem with disabled people.
All right, Mr. Canning, let's try to keep the pain and outrage to a minimum here.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, it's just a
Mrs. Florek, I understand your point, but I think Mr. Canning needs to inoculate the jury to his, what is the proper word? Condition. So again, overruled.
I need candles, please. Candle.
Alright.
Okay, we just turned into Goliath.
Hey, Johnny, you got a fast one? I need to get out of here by 3. Thanks. Oh, yeah, of course it's the dog.
Hey,
As
Dad.
you...
What's up?
You're talking to somebody. I'm talking to somebody? I'm talking to a lot of people.
Somebody from my office, an investigator named Blake.
Indecent exposure of public masturbation.
Look, I need you to stop talking.
It's been about 4 months, and this is what you come to talk to me about?
How are you?
Humanitarian of the year.
Mr. Bay, are any of you Mr. Bay?
Mr. Bay, I'm Donna. I'm from the Public Defender's Office. I'm here to defend you on charges of indecency, masturbating in a public park. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Are you masturbating right now? Don't do that. Get your hands out of your pockets. Don't say a word.
Who do you have for us today, Miss Hebra?
An innocent man, Your Honor.
I'm sure.
Mr. Raymond Bay, an upstanding citizen who was arrested in Burger Park with his hands in his pockets, supposedly making, as the arrest report states, the motions of masturbation. But as we all know, the weather along the shore last night was unseasonably cold, and Mr. Bay was doing nothing more than what any of us would do, which was warming and shivering and therefore shaking hands in his pockets.
Let this one go, counselor. Time served. Next. You're welcome.
I could make a lot of money at a big firm. Why? But I meet so many interesting people here. Everything's fine. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't tell anybody your secrets. If this guy approaches me at play, I won't tell him how heartless you can be, how insensitive, how self-preservation is your number one concern. And after 4 months, you can barely say hello. I won't tell any of it, okay?
There's one handle.
Okay.
The sense is we got the jury we wanted, but the handicap of the opposing counsel has undercut my earlier assumptions.
Meaning?
He's co-opted our jury.
I don't get it. He's handicapped?
And he's using it. He's making the pharmaceutical company look like the good guy.
The medical testimony will prove otherwise. We still have a slam dunk here.
Yeah, we're acting like we're the ones in the run here. Talk to the doctors. Get them ready for some tough cross. I'm trying to figure out how to broach this one.
Okay. Why don't you give me a subject line?
Grace, your daughter. She attended a Wendy's got the car speech and spoke out for her. We have it on tape, but not for public consumption. One of our trackers caught it.
One of our trackers?
Yes, I have to keep tabs.
Well, what did she say?
How Wendy makes so much sense, how there's so much corruption here. I think she meant Chicago. How much she likes her. I'm paraphrasing, but succinctly.
Okay, I will talk to her.
Thank you. And I'm sorry to have to bring this to you. I promise next time I'll bring something good.
Elvitil is a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor.
And this is the antidepressant drug manufactured by the defendant?
Yes, it controls depression by stopping the brain from reabsorbing serotonin.
I see. Now let me ask you this. In your latest clinical trial, you found that people taking Elvitil were 3 times as likely They were 3 times as likely to commit suicide as those taking sugar pills. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. It appears that the serotonin transporter gene 5-HTT increases the synaptic serotonin levels.
And how would you describe that in layman's terms?
In layman's terms, well, as a threshold matter, the mechanism for SSRI inhibition is poorly understood. Think of it as a train switchyard, and the SSRI is the conductor with the track, the absorption rate, and the 5-HTT gene as the coal.
Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Carey.
Thank you. Doctor. Talk to me about sex.
About sex?
Yeah. This stuff you're talking about, this SSRL.
Oh, SSRI.
How does it affect a person's sex life?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Well, for example, if there are feelings of jealousy, this drug would intensify them, right?
Yes, I suppose so.
Mm-hmm. But it couldn't create jealousy out of nowhere. I mean, there'd have to be reason for such jealousy to exist.
Objection. Beyond the scope.
Sustained.
Yes, we can dodge that question for a moment. All right, doctor. Getting back to SSRL's effect on a person's sex life.
Get lost.
So what is it? Abortion?
No. But I know why she was going to the doctor. Breast augmentation.
You're kidding.
Oh, 4 visits over 2 months.
So, Mother Teresa got breast implants. Is that humanize her or not?
I would say not.
I would say you're right. She cares about the poor, and yet, how much did she spend?
Over 2 months, $19,000.
It's Clennan's haircut. No, it's better than Clennan's haircut. And yet,
What?
the candidate, he won't go there.
Since when did you care where the candidate wanted to go?
Give me that.
What do you want, Eli?
You can just go to hell.
Uh-huh, and what have I done now?
That was ours. Go find your own.
Eli, you're blathering.
I just wanted you. Stay the hell away.
Okay, I'm going now.
What does that do?
Found them all.
He's a child's plan.
I've known for a week, just waiting for a chance to use. So, go have him make a Xerox.
That's what I like about you, Eli.
Sorry. My mom was great, and there was this change that came over her after she started taking it.
Alpital?
Yeah, the doctor prescribed it. I was going away to college, and my mom, empty nest syndrome.
And could you describe the change?
Within a day, she became more depressed. She couldn't sleep. She had nightmares that made her scream. It was horrible. Hello?
Your stepdad had just started a new job, didn't he?
Yes, at Thrill Interiors.
Design furniture.
Yes, couches and fold-out beds.
And we looked in his apartment with all women.
Yeah, why?
Oh, no reason. I want to be clear on the facts. So 11 employees, all women, and your stepdad.
Yes, he liked his job.
He spent some late nights here, did he?
At his work, I guess. They were trying to get out the spring catalog.
Well, what I'm saying is, actually, this is a list of items the police captured when they arrived at Mom's house.
Alright, folks, well, this has been perfectly enjoyable. We're going to take a brief break, and we will be back later with a bit more worm.
A gym bag.
The bloody gym bag, it says.